You know what's keeping you stuck? It's not lack of skill or talent. It's probably waiting to be perfect. Welcome to your daily hit of grace and grit, your quick dose of inspiration to kickstart your day. This show is proudly sponsored by Rumble and Rise. To find out more about joining Rumble and Rise, head on over to graceandgrit.com/ready to rumble. I'm Courtney Townley, and here is today's hit. Perfectionism is an issue I've run into with so many clients over the years. And perfectionism at the root is not really about having high standards. It's about fear. As a very wise mentor of mine once told me, perfectionism is for scared people. It's a hiding habit. If you're always rationalizing that you're a perfectionist, how convenient, because you never have to do the work, or you never have to ship your work, which means you never make your work visible to the world. And that's exactly what it is. Perfectionism is a way of avoiding being seen. It's a way of avoiding failure. It's a way of avoiding being human. Perfectionism convinces you that if you just get it perfect enough, you'll finally be safe enough, worthy enough, good enough. But here's what actually happens. Perfectionism keeps you from starting. It prevents you from finishing, from sharing, from growing, from becoming. You don't post the photo because the lighting wasn't perfect. You don't submit the proposal because it needs one more revision, and then one more, and then one more, and it never ends. You don't start the workout program because you can't commit to 6 days a week. You don't speak up because you haven't figured out the perfect way to say it. Perfectionism doesn't make you excellent. It makes you invisible. Meanwhile, good enough gets results. Good enough ships the project. Good enough makes progress. Good enough learns from feedback instead of hiding from it. Good enough actually improves because it's out in the world, iterating and evolving. I'll tell you, there's been so many examples of this in my own world, especially in business, where I hid behind perfectionism. I would rewrite and rewrite and rewrite and rewrite before I delivered a blog article. I would rescript and rescript and rescript before I delivered a podcast episode. And it honestly made it sterile. It made it so unrelatable because it was so clean, so void of flaws. And that's not how humans connect with other humans. So a few years into podcasting, I ditched the scripts and I just had bullet points. And I started talking a lot more off the cuff and doing my recordings in one take. And wouldn't you know it, I started to get a lot more feedback from listeners and a lot more engagement. So it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, perfectionism is not only a hiding habit, but it just makes work very uninteresting. So here's a new standard I would invite you to consider. Is it good enough? Is it good enough for you to move forward? Is it good enough to learn from? Is it good enough to be useful? If yes, it's excellent. Not because it's flawless, but because it's done. The difference between people who achieve their goals and people who stay stuck isn't intelligence or resources. It is the willingness to act before they're ready. To do good enough work today so they can do great work tomorrow. So today, I hope you will consider shipping something into the world imperfectly. Post the thing. Send the email, have the conversation, start the project. Choose messy action over pristine paralysis. That's not settling. That's actually freedom. If this stirred something inside of you, imagine what a whole book of clarity and courage could ignite. The Consistency Code, a midlife woman's guide to deep health and happiness, goes even deeper into the mindset and practices that create real, meaningful change at midlife. Grab your copy today over at theconsistencycode.com and keep the momentum alive.